and welcome to my channel. Today I want to make out of this cake platter a silicone mold by myself. I have a two-part silicone here, the pink and the white bottle, and this is measured by weight. I weighted those bottles and they have the same weight, so I just pour them in there. And because the silicone is so thick, you can see how slow it runs out of that bottle. I speed up that little part because you don't want to watch me. I was pouring this in the bowl. Stirring silicone is like, I don't know, it's really hard. And you gotta stir till you have only one shade of color in there. So the pink and the white pieces have to be really mixed good together. And I have a problem because my window is like a roof window and it's right above me, and I can't really see whether I mixed enough or not. But you can see by the speed I put this in how much I mixed. And because I have a ruptured shoulder, this is kind of hard for me. This is nothing like mixing resin. It's much more thicker than that. And I never planned to make molds on my own, but I see in the cabinet of my hubby this this platter, and I loved it so much, so I had to try it. And I keep taking the bowl to the left there because I can see of the window whether it's mixed or not already. Frankly, I was stirring it like really bad, as you can see, with all the bubbles in there. Hopefully they will all disappear once I poured it in that platter. Now I'm getting you a little closer so you can have a better look on what I'm doing. So I take my torch and try to get rid of the bubbles just like in the resin. That really not, it is working, but not the way I wanted it to. So there were still tons of bubbles. So I'm taking my bowl now and holding it really high. And I only pour on one spot of the platter because I want the silicone to find its own ways through the crevices and all those nooks and creases. So I will have like silicone everywhere. And here you can see there's like a ton of bubbles. Sorry for the shaking of the camera, but I like bumping the platter on the table, so I wanted to rise the bubbles on top before the silicone gets hard. And even because I didn't find on the website of that company where I got that silicone from, I don't know how much working time it has and stuff like that and how you have to work it. But I figured I don't have much time. So I was trying to get rid of the bubbles in a hurry. But as you can see, they kept rising. Hopefully they will not be on the bottom. And silly me, I didn't think about the possibility that I have too much silicone left. And yeah, now I'm looking for somewhere where I can make a mold out of, and looking in the back of my room. If you know me, you know those two package pieces that I have. I make coasters in there usually. So I have some acrylic cutouts that I want to pour the rest of the silicone on, so I can make like a mold with the leftover, because I didn't want to waste the silicone. This is like really, really expensive stuff. It's even more expensive than resin itself. So yeah, I was kind of, yeah, pressed for time, and that's the reason why I didn't really care whether I have the camera on the stuff that I'm doing there, because yeah, I was thinking I have to be much more quicker than that, and I didn't want the silicone to get hard in my bowl, so I have to throw it away. Now I'm pouring and scraping my bowl out because I was scared that I'm always scared, you see. Yeah, I didn't think that my resin, that the silicone was enough to fill up those two molds. So the pieces will be covered, and I have a mold already then. So now you see me spritzing the silicone with alcohol. That pops bubbles too. It works better than the torch, and you don't have to be scared that you're gonna be burning your silicone. So cross my fingers that this works, because if it's not working and it's not coming out all right, I have like 20 bucks in the trash. It's been 24 hours and I'm ready to demold my silicone out of my glass platter. But that is not really easy, because I have to get my fingers in there, and there is not much space there, and the silicone is much harder than I thought. It's much sturdier, so I try to stick my wooden piece in there so I get a grip on that edge there to pull it out of my mold. And it really gets out really easy. You just have to find the start point and then just pull it out. And as you can see, it comes out like butter. There I'm looking at it myself, because yeah, trying to see if I caught some bubbles on the top or not. And this is how it looks. I'm very satisfied with that. And don't you think it's pretty? Mm. So ever since I wanted to make a mold, but this isn't one yet, because if I pour a resin on there, it's gonna run off of it just like that. So I'm taking some painter's tape and stick it around the rim to form my mold.
Is it too much to ask? Is it too much to wonder? I'll be here waiting. I'll be here waiting, waiting. Tell me that you're ready to go. Tell me that you're ready.
And you don't have to press it, the painter's tape, so hard on there, because the silicone is so thick that it won't leak out. And there I figured that my edge ain't gonna be straight because I pulled in too much. And I wanted not pretty, but at least kind of straight, so the mold will be straight as well.
I'll be here waiting. I'll be here waiting, waiting.
As you can see, I have like ordinary silicone there in my caulking gun, and I'm pressing out the silicone right in the corner of the mold and the tape. It's not really hard to do, and I let it run a little faster for you.
Is it too much to ask? Is it too much to wonder? I'll be here waiting. I'll be here waiting, waiting.
So, and I'm finished with that, and you can see there that it's a really thick layer of silicone in that corner. Here I'm showing you again. It's like not really thin, but it's supposed to be sturdy. That's why I made it a little bit thicker. Now I got here some dishwashing detergent and a little bit of water, and I put my gloves on to like even out the rim of that mold. But with the gloves it doesn't work that good, so later on I will be taking my glove back off, and I try this with my hands and it works much better than that.
Tell me that you're ready to go. Tell me that you're ready to go. I'll be here waiting. I'll be here waiting, waiting.
Yeah, with a lot of soap and your fingers, it's much easier. So you see me here pressing the silicone in those little crevices on that platter, because I don't want later on my resin to leak out of those places. And after I evened out my rim there, I found that some of those edges aren't high enough. So I put some more not resin. I put some more silicone on there to raise it a little up, because on that platter, that middle part is much higher than the sides. So I don't know what exactly height I need to be able to fill up that mold. In a video of Petra Youngblood, I've seen that she made some druzy edges with some glass bits, sharp ones, and I want to try that too, but not with sharp edges. I have some round melted glass bits here, and I'm trying to copy this effect. I hope I will get it back out when the resin, not the resin, when the silicone is hard.
Is it too much to ask? Is it too much to wonder? I'll be here waiting. I'll be here waiting, waiting. Tell me that you're ready to go. Tell me that you're ready to go. I'll be here waiting. I'll be here waiting, waiting.
And as you can see, I put way too much of those glass bits in there. And when the silicone is dry, then I will like just toss them off in a bowl. It's another 24 hours, and I'm just shaking my mold over my bowl to get rid of those glass bits. But I really didn't get them out all the way, like all of them. And I figured if I pour resin in there and with demolding, all of the glass bits should be coming out. So I will try this in the next video. So this is part 1 of this series. And in part 2, I will show you how I use this mold and whether those glass bits are going to come off with the resin or not. Thanks for watching, and I hope you had a lot of fun just like me. If you like what I did, please subscribe to my channel or ring the bell or leave a thumbs up. I'd like that very much, and it's very much appreciated. Until next time, bye bye!